Okay, ready to go. I'm calling the meeting to order. I'm David Williams, president of APCUG. Today is November the 3rd. Not counting what you read on my slide earlier today. It's not November the 4th, it's November the 3rd. And I have 3:32 Central Time. So you can do that. So I'm going to call the roll. Board, Ray Baxter. He's here.
Here.
Lee Loeffner.
Here.
Here. Okay. And David Stewart and Marie Vester have excused absences. Gabe. Okay. Must be another gold bugger. And he's absent. Bill James is here.
He's here.
Bill is here. John Kennedy is here.
Yep.
Jerry Minix, excused absence. He's voting. Judy is here. And
Here.
Sam Wexler is here. Okay. And I would ask everybody to mute your mic until you would like to speak, and you can do that by the mute button at the bottom left-hand corner. So we don't have any backdoor noise of phones or anything else ringing.
You need to ask everybody to identify themselves, please.
I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm still.
Okay. Sorry.
That's another line I have to read, Judy. I got to get to the second line.
I wasn't paying attention to my notes here. Sorry.
Okay. Wait till you mute your mic, and I was looking. Okay. When you second or make a motion, you need to state your name and user group. But while we got everybody here, we're going to go around, and I'm going to call your name, and you need to state your name and user group. So unmute yourself so we got everybody. So we can have a verbal recording as long as written recording. Bill James.
No.
What do you want? You don't want everybody to go around the room?
Just everybody who hasn't spoken. Like Leah just came on board, and I know she's Los Angeles Computer Society, but you guys don't.
Okay.
So if you call Lloyd's name, he'll say, I'm Lloyd from Toronto. So to
I'm
speak.
Lloyd Lindsay from the Personal Computer Club of Toronto.
How about Cliff? Is Cliff here?
He's here, but he does not have a mic connected.
Okay,
Oh.
are you, Cliff, are you from CVC in Colorado?
Yes.
Yes.
He checked in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Then we're going to go to Leah Clark, who you just identified. Okay. Then we got Ray. We identified Sam. We know Paul Howard.
This is Paul Howard from the Potomac Area Technology and Computer Society in Northern Virginia.
Great state. You may be getting the new Facebook, or new Amazon.
Yeah. Really?
We're
Yeah.
not sure whether that's a good thing.
Yeah, I know. That's what they were saying.
Depends on which side of the river they wind up on.
Yeah. But I'm talking Northern Virginia side is where they're talking in Crystal City. Okay. We know Judy. D. Binder, you identified. Okay. Phil, he was there and left.
Francis?
I'm here, Tucson Computer Society,
Okay, David.
and a couple other ones.
Okay. David Holman Schumann.
I'm here.
Okay. And you're from what user group?
Westchester PCUG in New York.
Okay. Marsha Berkeley. She hadn't responded.
She responded on chat. I'm not sure if she
Okay.
has a mic.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Marcia Berkey, and I'm in and an instructor for STUG, the Sarasota, Florida Technology User Group.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
Okay.
And was this meeting for anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. Just mute yourself again. Clint, even though we all probably know who you are.
Clint Tinsley, Idaho Technology User Group. Boise,
Thank you.
Idaho.
Thank you. Mary Francis, I know she signed into the chat.
But all she said was that Judy was cute. But Mary Frances Roush, there's a last name. She's from the East Central Ohio Tech Group. And she's a go-toer in Ohio.
Okay. Oh, she didn't have a mic either. Okay.
No.
Okay. Huey?
Huey Poplock, Central Florida Computer Society in Orlando, and the Sarasota Technology User Group in Sarasota, Florida.
Alan Goldberg? He may not be able to get his microphone unmuted.
He's signed in the chat.
Okay. Okay, Roger Tesh.
Yes, Roger Tesh, Madison PC Users Group.
Thank you, Roger.
Yeah.
Okay, Patricia, are you on twice, or is this two different Patricias?
No, there's only one Patricia.
Well, I got two names on my screen.
Yep, me too.
Which one's the real Patricia?
Who knows?
Well, my bet she's Patricia Hill from Computer Booters in Arizona.
Okay. Okay. Alan Goldsberg said that he's on a desktop PC, no microphone or camera. Okay, thank you, Alan, for responding. Okay, we got that go. Is there a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes? Minutes will be available on the website.
Lee Lochner will make the motion that we dispense with the minutes.
Second?
John Kennedy, I'll second that motion that we don't have to listen to it.
Okay. And I think now we're into the reports phase. I'm going to put myself in here, Judy, but you didn't, but I'm here. President's report. As we approach the end of another year, we look back to where we have been and where we need to go in the future. Several things have been accomplished this year. They have been four. Count them, four. Thank you, Judy. Very successful virtual technology conference, an ever-expanding speakers base bureau. We've added a whole bunch of good people and a lot of good presentations, and a website full of constantly changing information, to name a few. And there are four more information-packed virtual technology conferences planned in 2018, except this is going to be in 2019. And if you check the website, I'm sure they're going to be up soon, or at least the dates are. Be sure to check our websites for the dates. There are plans to increase the presence on Facebook and other social media. This is what I'm going to make my plea, that if your group has pictures or know of any pictures, please send them in, because we can put them out in news. We got several different places. We can talk about you and advertise your group. You know, if you have some speaker, we need to be an outside speaker. We can advertise them so they can get some Facebook presence. Okay, today you'll be hearing in more detail what APCUG did in 2018. And I want to thank all the membership chairmen for doing that. We look forward to working with APC's member group to help them with the members. APCUG offers many benefits, and they're updated often. Need a program or a speaker for a meeting? Click on our YouTube videos or Speaking Bureau's interactive webinar presentation. Got a topic that you're interested in? Let us know. If APC can help you with your group in any way, please feel free to contact your regional advisor or anyone else on the board. Our emails are on the website at apcug.org. Okay, now we're going to go to the thing that's more interesting than me making a speech. Ray, you want to give a treasurer's report?
Yes, thank you, David. Ray Baxter from the Payson Area Computer Association in Payson, Arizona. And my comments today will reflect on the financial status of APCUG for the calendar year 2017. As most of you would guess, our main source of income comes from the membership dues. And that amounted to $6,825 in 2017, actually a reduction of $1,225 from the previous year, and that's mainly due to our declining membership. On the other side of the ledger is the expenses, and for the very first time we spent $168.42 on what's called Facebook posts, and this was to attract more user groups by using this type of social media vehicle. In the end, though, this did not make a material difference in our membership numbers. The biggest expense we have each year is the contract services. That includes such areas as website hosting, this Zoom conference services that we're using today, and general website maintenance. The number for 2017 was $4,286.10. That's actually a reduction of more than $1,800 from the previous year. Part of the reason for that decrease is the annual cost of our website maintenance that should have been posted last year was not. It's posted this year because the vendor failed to invoice us. But more importantly, there's been a concentrated effort by the management team to focus on reducing these costs by eliminating unnecessary services. All the other expenses were in line with previous years, and total expenses for the year 2017 was just over $6,600, resulting in a small net income of $234.20. So finally, as the year end 2017, we had a total in our Bank of America and PayPal accounts of $113,445.24.
Thank you very much, Ray. And thank you for helping us get to the profit. Okay, now it's the marketing online services and social media. Just to make a comment here about the online services that we're sort of behind the scenes, and that we're the ones that sort of spend the money that Ray was talking about with we got the website committees and the Zoom committees, and we also have hosted websites under the tutelage of Francis Chow. So if you know anybody that would like to have a free Windows website, please let us know and we can get you set up on our server, because it's fairly nice and fairly quick. It's with GoDaddy, so this doesn't go down very much. Okay, and also just social media, you're going to hear about that quite a bit, is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So if you have any pictures, anything you want to show, let us know. If you happen to have an account on any of those, please let us know, especially let Judy know. And she may mention you in a Facebook or Twitter post. Okay, Sam, your turn for the Speakers Bureau. Can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see me? Anyone that can see me,
No.
I got a real problem. Speakers Bureau. Okay. If you go on to the website, you'll see a whole bunch of stuff about it. We are up to 13 speakers listed there and 22 topics. If you need a speaker, you just fill that out. You could speak to, I see Judy has a name there, that's fine, but you can also speak to Sam Wexler, S. Wexler at apcug.org.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Now, Judy is going to share her screen to give her committee reports.
Don't you want me to give a report then?
I thought I missed you? Lee, okay, I'm sorry. I skipped
mine, Lee.
Yeah, thank you. I apologize. We went through this and you got such a good report. Yes, Lee, for her report.
I'm Lee Lochner from GVR Computer Club in Green Valley, Arizona. As of October 2018, we have 158 active user groups compared to last year's 161 in October 2017. During the year, some groups combined into one, whereas others disbanded due to age of membership and members not stopping up to serve as officers. Several new groups joined, although we didn't have as many join as we lost. And we have the reports that are published every 3 months, and it's uploaded on the website under reports.
Thank you, Lee, and sorry about that. I scrolled down to the next page on Ray and I missed you. I've got way too much information on the screens. Judy's giving me way too much instructions.
Hey, I printed mine.
Yeah, I know.
So did I.
Yeah, I know, but I can't read printed stuff and book at the same time. I'd have to change glasses. So.
Got it. Understand. Totally.
Yes. So as I said, I got it on the screen. I got it big enough for me to see. Okay. So Judy, now your turn.
Thank you so much. I'm going to share my screen. And there we go. And here we go. So this is the benefits, the push, the VTC, and the website committee report. The benefits committee is tasked with coming up with new benefits. And every once in a while, we actually find a vendor who will give us a discount. And a big thank you to Gabe Goldberg, because this is kind of his mission in life. He uses a lot of different programs, and he urged in his reports, one of his reports tips, that if you use something that's unique and you think other group members might be interested in it, ask them for a discount. All they can do is say no, and they just might say yes. So this year we just finished up on October 31st with a 50% discount for CaptureWiz Pro. And coming up is going to be a discount on cable flag tags to keep track of all your various and sundry cords and cables and label them and all that good kind of stuff. And of course, Jean and Linda Barlow always have that half price discount for us on their programs. And Sticky Password is a discount that Bob Vance got several years ago, and it's still valid. So if you attended the Password Manager program this morning and you think you'd like a password program, you might check out Sticky Password. It gets very good reviews, although it's not something that is right on everybody's lips. They don't know about it. Your editor receives push articles occasionally. I like to send out at least 30 at a time. And I find them in member group newsletters, and some editors send me theirs, and I have authors who also send me their articles, and I really appreciate that, so I don't have to take so much time going through newsletters looking for articles to send out to the editors. And I have a short description in the covering email with the word count. Back in the day, people that had 10 or 12 page newsletters, because we mailed them, said, please, can't you let us know how many words you have? So if we have just a small space, we'll know which article to click on instead of one that has, 1,200 words. And some groups upload all of the articles one by one to their websites. That's Slow Bites in Central California. Some groups link to the zip file that I send for the members to go and click on that and check out the articles. Some use 1 or 2 articles in their newsletter, and like my newsletters, they're all push articles, and some people don't use them at all. They have blurbs from blogs where their members can go, and I just really can't understand that, since the articles that come via push are unique, and most of them are not time sensitive. Every once in a while I'll get a newsletter and it'll have an article in it from 2017 that is still up to date. And these are the bloggers or the columnists or websites that have said our editors can use their content, of course, with the attribution that they need. And so far to date, 148 articles have been sent to your editors to use in their newsletters. We have one editor who uses like half of the 30 in one newsletter, and then the next month he uses the other half and wants to know when he's getting more. And many of you were at the VTC today. This is to give your members an opportunity to learn something new about technology, sitting at home in their bathrobes and fuzzy slippers. If you are interested in making a presentation, please let me know. Poor Phil Sorrentino registered late, so when I sent him the links, it said, hi Phil, let me know when you're going to want to make another presentation, Judy. And he probably went, oh darn, okay, think about it. So they go up to our YouTube channel. Many groups use them for presentations. Since 2012, we've had 169 unique presentations. And this year to date, with our 18 videos that are up there for 2018, we've had 1,300 views. So save the date. because here comes the VTCs for 2019. And we have the second Saturday, the first, the third, and the first. We have been asked to change out the Saturdays. That's why we have different ones here, because many groups use the VTC on their meeting day for their general meeting presentation. The seniors computer group in San Diego did that. They watched, I believe, Joe Kissel's password presentation. And APCUG2.org is updated every week, or more than every week. And right now, the major things are the Virtual Technology Conference, and where Jerry's tech tips are up until the midnight on the 31st, the National Cybersecurity Awareness Month information and tips was there. And they went away, and our blogs or columns, whatever you'd like to call them, moved back up in their regular places. And Jerry does the tech tips and the Apple tips. And to date, we've had 52 posts and 192 separate little click-throughs to articles, and 50 Apple and 195 separate click-throughs to various and sundry Apple articles. I find them linked on people's websites. I see some of the tips written in newsletters, like we have our blurbs with a link to go on to something, you know, where they really are. We have 2 new columns. We have the Penguin Platform with Free John Kennedy, all about Linux. It's new, about mid-2018. And so far, we've had 14 posts with 69 unique articles. And the Chromebook, I thought, my goodness, everybody talking about Chromebooks, so perhaps we should have a Chromebook column. And with that, we have various contributors, and every once in a while, Huey will send me a long list of new stuff on his Chromebook site, and I thank him very much for that, because right now with Google and Chrome, everything's all about Pixel, and it's hard-pressed to find something new right now. But we've had 16 posts with 63 different articles. And like David was saying, if you have something with your group that you'd like other groups to know, you can send it directly to me or to website at apcug.org, and I can feature you in the member group newsletter area. If you've had an opportunity to read reports, you'll see an article by Gabe Goldberg that appeared in his Golden Gazette, I would assume a seniors newsletter in his area. And the title is Don't Suffer Computer Problems by Yourself. Local organizations can help. And I urge everybody to either read it online or in reports and pick and choose some information that pertains to your group, and try submitting something to your online newsletters in your area, or even your local newspaper if they have a tech column. And Tech Boomers sent me a video about their new website, and so they are our sponsor news. That will go away, and up will come Gene Barlow's latest email that he sends out, and that's for our sponsors. And there was a big deal on National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. We always have the Virtual Technology Conference up there. It's here. These are the presentations. And oh gosh, here are by tomorrow night, all of the handouts and PDF presentations will be uploaded to that section of the website. And that's where the YouTube videos end up, the link. We had our Volunteer of the Year, our digital photo, we had our election information, all on the left-hand side. As we progress through all of this in a month or so, that will all go away and we'll have something new. But the 3 things that you see right there, all will be updated, because we'll have the VOTI awardee, we'll have the contest winners, and we'll put our officer information up there. The About Us, you can find out about the board of directors, see what these people look like, as well as the advisors, our history from back in the day. frequently asked questions that I came up with. If you have any other FAQs, I'd love to have somebody else's intake. You can download our website and our newsletter graphics there. List of committees responsible for the different committees, as well as job descriptions, and how to contact us. And of course, the member benefits, it's our longest drop down because we have a lot of benefits for our groups. And I have a new tab up there. Since virtual technology conferences are such, I'm going to say, a big deal for us, because we hope that, you know, the people enjoy it. We had 194 people registered, and we have 200 seats, so that wasn't too shabby. But from 2012 to 2018, you'll find all the information about every single VTC. You'll see the PDFs there, linked to the YouTube websites. It's kind of fun to go back and look and see what we were talking about in 2012 and see how we've progressed through the years. And here's some analytics. Annette, AVO Graphics, back east, is the person who does the heavy lifting with the website. I do all the updating and the request for a drop down for the Q4 reports, and then I input all the information. And this is from Annette. And I love it. Average length of time on the website, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Okay. But we did have in 3 months almost 1,400 page views, which isn't too shabby. And here are the browsers, the operating systems, and the mobile, and how we got these people to come to us. The majority come to us just directly. They know the URL and they click on it. 24% search for us. 18 are referred from someplace else. And like David says, we need to up our game with our social presence, because only 2% of our visitors come from social media. And that is my report.
Thank you, Judy.
Uh-huh.
If you unshare, hey, we got everybody back. Okay, and if I go down, Judy shares it. Okay, I now turn the meeting over to John Kennedy to conduct the 2019 officer elections. And I want to thank John and his committee for their great work in doing so.
Thank you, David. We elect officers in staggered years, so we don't have everybody being re-elected at one time. This year we have an uncontested slate of officers. For our directors, David Stewart, Marie Vesta, and David Williams. For our advisors, Bill James, Jay Melnick, and Sam Wexler. These are the slate that the nominating committee has before you. The floor is open for other nominations at this time. Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to accept the candidates by acclamation.
I so move. Judy Tallur.
Judy Tallur motions. Is there a second?
Second.
Add name for that, please.
UA Jared Sexton.
GS Bug.
GS Bug, yeah. Okay. All in favor signify by raising their hands. And if you don't have a hand to raise, I guess you can
nod
chat.
Your head at home.
Yeah. Those opposed raise their hands.
I vote aye, but I can't find a place to raise my hand. So.
You can chat. I heard you. All right. I declare that the motion passes, and congratulations to the new 2019 officers for APCUG.
Congratulations. Now I will turn the meeting back over to Judy, Advisor Chair, who will introduce the advisors and so they can talk about their regions.
Over to Sam Wexler, who is the advisor for Region 1.
Well, the big thing we have is everyone is losing, groups are going out of business, and we're down to 7 in New York and 3 in Connecticut, as far as I can see. And we're looking into maybe turning that around. That's all I got.
John Kennedy, Regions 3 and 6 and 7.
Region 3 and 6/6/7 is a large region. We go all the way crossing 2 time zones. We go weather zones from the clear north of Minnesota, clear to the warmth of Tennessee. We are concentrated mostly in Michigan, Ohio, and Illinois, and we're always looking for other groups. We've got one new group that came in this year, and one group in Kentucky that had been a member, and were lost for a few years, and now they're back, so we're glad for that. We have some groups who are working to keep their groups going by meeting bi-monthly. We have some groups that are trying unique things where one month they meet in person, and then the next month they meet using Zoom and have an online presentation. So we have groups that are dealing with the changes of time, and so we're keep going. We're still looking for people who are living in North Dakota and South Dakota. I'm sure they've got computers up there, but we can't find groups up there. Thank you, Judy.
You're welcome. Bill James is the advisor for Region 8.
Unmute yourself, Bill.
Can you unmute him? Oh, there you go.
Oh, sorry about that. Region 8 is comprised of Arkansas, the states of Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Missouri, Mississippi, and Texas. There are 12 user groups in my region, and we recently acquired a new one, which we're very proud of, called Bits and Bytes. And they're located in the here in Oklahoma City. This group meets at the Oklahoma State University Extension Center. It's a small group, but they're working on growing their membership, and I hope that they really increase themselves, so that'll make 2 computer users groups here in Oklahoma City. Something I found that was rather interesting is the Computer Club of Hot Springs Village in Arkansas. They formed a new SIG, which they're calling the HSV Drone Pilots. And what the purpose of that SIG is to tell people that are interested in drones where to buy them, where to fly. And it seems like it's a really interesting, innovative group that will draw members. I think that's one of the things, the hallmarks of our region, is that we're always interested in new technology. And so that's kind of the proof of that. So we wish that left. I'm going to keep watching it. They have a really great website, and there is information about their drone pilot SIG. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, I would encourage you to go to their website. Thanks, Judy.
You're welcome, and thank you. Region 9 has groups in Arizona, Colorado, and Nevada. There are 21 groups, and they have from 25 to Lee's group that has 1,700 plus members. Many of the groups are in retirement communities, so they have a season that runs from April to October when many of their members go to their other home or just where it's cooler. All groups but 3 have a website, and 7 groups have participated in the Speakers Bureau 1 or more times. Region 10 is California, my home state. We have 26 groups with 950 members to less than 25. And the groups that meet in retirement communities in my area all meet year-round. All groups but 3 have a website. And we've made good use of the Speakers Bureau here in California, with 19 groups having at least one or more presentations this year. So they are using one of our benefits on, if you can't find a presenter, try the interactive webinar with the Speakers Bureau. Region 11 has groups in Washington and Hawaii. With 5 groups, they're our smallest region. Each group has a website, and by golly, they all have newsletters. And 3 of the groups have had presentations via the Speakers Bureau. And one of the groups in Washington does big time collaborating with their local Mac and Linux groups. The international region covers Australia and Canada. There are 9 groups altogether, 5 in Australia and 4 in Canada. One of our more unique groups in Toronto is Lloyd's group, and they meet each month via Zoom. They're trying to resurrect themselves and using Zoom. And when he sends out the meeting email, it goes to the time zones in Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, which includes me, and Tel Aviv. And if someone from Tel Aviv attends, it's 2:30 the next morning. And 2 of these groups have had presentations via the Speakers Bureau. They all have websites, and 4 of them have newsletters. Over to you, David.
Okay, thank you. Now we get back to the contest y'all all been waiting for. And Bill's unmuted, so he wants to share his screen and talk about the digital photo newsletter and website contest. Over to you, Bill.
Okay, David, thank you. Okay, the 2018 APCU digital photo newsletter and website results. We had 39 photo entries, and I'd like to now announce the winners for the photos. In the animal category, we have Charles Mason. He was with the Sarasota Technology Users Group. Our second place winner was Bill Smith with the Computer Club of Oklahoma City. And our first place winner is George Scarbuck with the Melbourne PC Users Group. In the architecture category, our third place winner is Bill Smith with the Computer Club of Oklahoma City. Our second place winner is Charles Mason with the Sarasota Technology Users Group. And our first place winner is John Kraut with the Mid-Hudson Computer Users Group. In the landscape category, our third place winner is Paul Baker with the Sterling Heights Computer Club. Our second place winner is John Kraut with the Potomac Area Technology and Computer Society. And our first place winner is June Rainey with the Computer Club of Oklahoma City. In the people category, our third place winner is Charles Mason with the Sarasota Technology User Group. Our second place winner is Bill Smith with the Computer Club of Oklahoma City. And our first place winner is Larry Cleese with the North Orange County Computer Club. And that's the winners of our digital photo contest. We had 11 newsletters, and the winners are the Westchester PC News, and Deb Minsel, the editor. I hope I'm pronouncing that, Meisel, sorry. Our second place winner is the Central Kentucky Computer Society, and the editor is Jerry Heaton. Our first place winner is the Space Coast PC Journal, Ron Ingram's editor. Our websites had 13 entries, and the winners are third place, Sam Richardson, webmaster for the Tampa Bay Technology Center. The Big Bear Computer Club, Rosemary Lloyd, second place. And the first place winner of our website contest is the Sun City Center Computer Club, Bob Dill Media, webmaster. President, that concludes our contest winners.
Thank you, Bill. Okay, now I'm catching some feedback somewhere. Bill, Judy, now it's time to give us the name of the 218 votee awardee.
We had some fantastic candidates for the 2018 Volunteer of the Year. And this is our usual burp. We all know volunteers are the backbone of APC and its member groups. If you guys don't have volunteers, you disband, which is what happens to many of the groups. A lot of them are, you might have a long list of volunteers, but for some reason, they don't want to take on the name of president. So groups have changed the name of president to chair or coordinator. So they've kind of got around the stigma of that so they can still keep going. The award is named after Don Singleton, who was a key member of our leadership team for years and years and years and years and years. And we wanted to recognize the importance of volunteers to our member groups in his name. As one of the judges said, it's almost as hard as the midterm elections next week. Still some great leaders of computer organizations wish they could all be the votee. Our judges were Bob G. from the sponsor end, Judy McDowell, she is from Quad Cities and she's a 2012 votee, and Cheryl Wester, who is a former advisor. So here are three of the nominees: Ron Brown from Silvercom, Pierre Darman, Terry Harvey. Three more: Paul Howard, Washington Apple Pie's videocast producer, and our very own Bill James, who still looks like that. Dwight J.J. Johnson, Dave Rauch, Stan Wallner, who just makes me smile and laugh every time I see that picture, and John Wycliffe. All excellent volunteers. Their computer clubs are so proud of them. You will find all of the things that Bill has been talking about in this up on the website by tomorrow. And the 2018 votee is Dwight J.J. Johnson, founder, membership chair of Lake County Area Computer Enthusiasts. Congratulations to him. He joins a long list of fantastic volunteers, as do all of those who were nominated. They are the cream of the crop. And when you read the nominating papers, you'll see how much they do accomplish for their groups. I'm going to have to stop leaving my curtains open so I can see things better.
Okay. As I said, we're now getting towards the end of this. Okay, I'd asked you to keep your microphones muted until you're ready to say something. But remember, before you say something, you have to unmute the microphone. So give it a minute to unmute. Okay, what we're going to do now is open it up for general discussion. If you'd like to speak, please unmute yourself, give your name and user group, and go from there. Does anybody have a questions or comments or anything? Yes, Paul.
Well, I just want to say how much I appreciate everything that APCUG does for our group and we meet jointly with another group, the OLLI PC user group, and we very much appreciate all the benefits and help that we get from APCUG folks. And I want you all to know that I sincerely appreciate all your help. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Okay,
Anybody else?
I have a couple of comments, if I may.
Yes, Floyd. You're on
first
the
of
top
all-
screen.
Okay, first of all, this is directed towards Judy. She mentioned about the time spent on visiting the APCUG site, but does that include the amount of time that they may click on one of the webinars that you've got posted? And the reason for that is that some people may be researching a certain topic, and one way or another they may stumble across it. Now I'm just wondering if they may stumble across it directly through YouTube, or possibly coming to APCUG first and then going through what's available and then clicking on the one that they're interested in. Can you elaborate?
I would be more than happy to ask Annette. I would be the last person to talk about analytics because I'm math challenged and proud of it. So I will ask her. She felt our downfall was nobody clicks through from social media. So
Okay.
I will ask her if she can track where they're going. That was not included in what she sent me.
Right, and I think that when it comes to computer clubs, people are interested in information. And I have a feeling that they may be clicking and still spending time, either directly or indirectly, on those webinars. Because there's some very juicy topics. If somebody wants to get a quick read on certain topics, they can certainly go through them. And the other part was directed towards Francis. I'd like to thank Francis very much for working with our president on setting up the website through APCUG. Now it's going to save us some time, money, and headaches, and it's working out quite nicely. So thank you very much, Francis.
Thank you, Francis.
Can't hear you. You got to turn on, unmute.
He's not used to talking.
You have to unmute, Francis. There you go.
I was when I unmute, that you're supposed to be able to do it with the space bar. Apparently, it's only works half the time. I don't know why. It's like a lot of things with Zoom and all these other systems. So they've got a lot of bugs in their systems. And you're very welcome. I liked your group so much I joined you guys. In fact, I like Toronto so much I've been there a few times. So I'll probably be back there sooner or later to partake of some more museums and cause more trouble.
Sure. Well, listen, anytime you come to Toronto, let me know.
All right.
And we'll see if we can get together.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay.
So, thanks for the comments, and I'll try to be at all your meetings.
Okay.
Bye now.
Well, and just for the record, our meetings are generally 7:30 p.m. Toronto time to 11:30, but sometimes some people come in late and they just keep carrying the meeting all the night. And we go for a long time talking about very juicy topics. Judy, you had something to say. I know you had your hand up.
Mm-hmm. Francis has taken over as president of a user group. Terry Courier and one of his cohorts in crime have been working with Winners, the Windows users group, for 20 years, and they decided that they really didn't want to do that anymore. And Francis raised his hand and said, I'll do it. So he has already had a meeting, he and a friend of his, and they might turn into a partial Zoom group too. And they're meeting in a neighbor's house, and he has a large screen and a projector and the whole 9 yards. And that's a different way of keeping a group going.
Yeah, my friend, what's his name? It's kind of having a senior moment. He lives about a mile from here. He decided to take over the group, but he didn't want to be in charge of all the emails and all the bureaucracy. So he's providing the room for us to meet in, and I'm just providing some of the stuff that Terry used to do. It doesn't really, yeah, the content. I'm doing the content on the website and all that. So let's see how that works out. And then Terry's, who used to be the president, wants to now be a regular attendee with no effort other than showing up. And I told him, look, if you really want to reduce the effort and still keep an eye on the 2 grandchildren, you can always Zoom in now that we have a Zoom account. So I wonder if he wants to try that.
Okay. Thank you.
Just for your own information, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about our club, and Judy mentioned it about getting resurrected. One of the advantages we have was that we came across Zoom. I tried Skype and a few other things, but I can't do what we can do now in the facility of being able to demonstrate, show your screens, and actually show videos with voice, and then even speak over videos, actually videos on YouTube, and then discuss them in our group, has become I'm going to call it a godsend, because the traffic in Toronto is horrific in the evening when people are coming home from work and trying to, grab a bite to eat and then going to a meeting. And really, we have a serious problem with gridlock. And so Zoom really came to help us out considerably, like just by using it. I could go into the reasons why I did not like Skype, but I won't, I don't want to badmouth anything, but definitely Zoom is way above the crowd.
Thank you, Lloyd. Anybody else have a comment, suggestion, question?
We love questions.
Okay, I got a question. Oh, go ahead.
Paul has a question.
I'm addressing my question to Bill James. When you announced the winners of the contests, I believe you said John Kraut twice, and I want once for as a member of our group, Pat Aces, and once as a member of Mid-Hudson user group. Do we have 2 different John Krauts, or is John Kraut, who is our member, also a member of another user group that would be 300 miles away? And if you can't answer that, maybe you can send me an email later on.
Paul, he's yours.
Okay. Okay. So, Bill, will you send me a note about that so I can? Are you directly contacting the winners, or how are we doing the?
I'll be sending you certificates to you, and then you can present them at a meeting.
Terrific.
That goes for all of the contests.
Okay. Well, it's great to know that one of my members has won two awards, including a first place. That's terrific.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a great job giving presentations, and I believe sending Judy some articles directly, or wants to do that if he hasn't started already.
Well, light a fire under him.
He is, raring to go, it seems. So.
Well, light a fire.
Yep.
And I see somebody here who knows everything about the UGLS and more. He's my go-to guy, Avram, and he's out in Orange County, Francis. And it takes a while for him to understand me because I don't speak in technical talk. I speak in just regular English. And SNPs do a lot to work for us because I try my darndest, but he doesn't speak kindergarten. And so, but he's just made some fantastic changes for me in the UGLS that the way I use it will make it run much faster. And hopefully it will, one of the changes will assist the Lee as well as the advisors when they're updating information, and I'll send an email out about that. So I thank you very much for everything you do with the UGLS, and you keep it running, and it's hardly ever, never, ever, ever down. So, and that's way cool. So thank you. And
okay, I have something directed towards Judy again. Judy, did you receive the pictures of our club's outing to the Canadian Warplane Museum?
Yes, I did. They were cool. It was a cast of 1,000 pictures.
Yeah. Well,
I looked at every one of them.
Okay. So you've got them on record now.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anything else? It's getting past dinner time on the East Coast.
Oh, come on. It's sunny.
Not on the East Coast. It's rainy here. It's
Oh,
42
you lucky people. And we don't know what rain is out here in California. We're still having red flag alerts. Happy joy.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody else has anything else? That's just a burning question. We love questions, and you can also, if you don't have a microphone, you can ask your question in chat, because I just saw it blinking at me.
I think we're up to date. Everybody's thanking us.
Oh, okay.
I have a question. It took me a while to find my mute button. I have a question. We're having a problem. We have a newsletter, and our newsletter editor is ill and resigned, and it was done in Drupal several years ago. It's not been updated, and we're trying to find somebody or figure out what other groups are doing when they run into a position where they have a website and don't have somebody to run it. Are any of them paying somebody to at least do some updates and keep it up to date software-wise, security-wise, if not data-wise?
I'm sorry, Huey. I thought when I answered Stan that I copied you, but obviously I didn't. I told him that I don't know of any group that is doing that. If there was anybody that would know somebody in your area, it would be Huey Poplock. And then I suggested, if nothing else, if they wanted to use a free site, Weebly.com. If you know how to do Word and you can copy and paste, you can put a nice looking website together in Weebly that is free unless you want to use your own URL. And it's extremely easy to do. And okay. I never heard back from him.
Okay, thank you.
And
anybody else? Any other
tried
input?
WordPress and it was too complicated for me.
All right, I'll pass it along. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Hey, good doctor, you got a topic for a presentation for next week? You got to come up with something quick. I don't think there is.
Okay, and being no further discussion, I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
This is Ray Baxter at Faison Area Computer Association. I make that motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay, do we have a second?
Francis Chow, I second it, and so does Lloyd.
Okay, the space bar must have worked that time, Francis.
It only works about every third time I press it, so something I need to talk to the Zoom, put that in as a Zoom complaint.
Or maybe maybe it's your keyboard.
They're very responsive, Francis, as you know. Hey, you guys, everybody, thank you so very much for attending. I really appreciate it. We will probably be doing this again next year on November 2nd.
Yes.
And if you have questions, let us know.
Yeah, and Judy, I'll have the recording up on this tomorrow.
Okay, outstanding. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now I got to figure out how to turn the damn thing off. There it is.
Oh, there.
Did anybody have anything before I go? Because when I hit the button, it ends it for everybody.
Hey, Avram, we're a technology club, but every once in a while there's, we don't remember how to do things. What can I tell you?
No, what the problem is, I've got to hit the mouse right because the bottom thing goes up and down.
Yeah.
And I got to get my mouse just right.
Make sure you save the chat.
Oh, yeah, I got to do that before I go.
What can I tell you? I have all this stuff for you guys and everything. I'm going to put that down at the bottom. Don't forget to save the chat.
There's some good stuff there.
Good. Could somebody send it
Thanks
to me?
for the tip on the space bar mute and unmute, Francis. That's a good one. Seems to work for me.
Oh, I'll have to try that.
Yeah, Francis has to remember that a space bar says space out your use of it.
I have 27 participants.
We have filled out came in late. Gary Sexton came in late.
Got him. Got him.
Got it, good. I've been taking screenshots. I don't know if that.
I'll type this up and send it to somebody if they want it.
Thank you. And
Okay.
you ready, David?
Yeah, I said also the number of attendees did not exceed the screen size, so the recording will have everybody on it.
Coolness.
Okay, I had to save the chat, but I had to make sure I saved it from this one because I didn't want to overwrite the last one.
Thank you for doing that.
I hope it worked.
And John and David, send me all your stuff.
Yes.